T.R.P!
Hello, my name is Ben Turner, and I'm the principal of Commonwealth Policy Middle School. It is my honor to present to you the graduating class of 2017. Please remain standing as Anthony Cardoza, T.R.P's Associated Student Body President, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please remove all caps and hoods and put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now play our national anthem. Please be seated. I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for coming out to celebrate this important accomplishment with the graduates today. Before getting started, I'd like to ask that you please not walk the aisles to take photographs. Please turn off your cell phone or put it on vibrate mode. Please put balloons or signs that will block the view of others in the back, in one of the restrooms back there. Most importantly, please hold your applause until all the graduates may respect for all the graduates. Additionally, please do not use any air horns today. I'd like to recognize the Jefferson Elementary School District Governing Board members who are present here today. We have Board President Marie Brizuela and Dr. Rebecca Douglas up here on stage today. Three of our board members, Shakil Ali, Manufo Liahi, and Anawahi, and Clayton Koo were unable to make it today, but they all wanted me to extend their congratulations to the 8th grade students and all of their families. We also have Ms. Jessalyn Manalo, the Vice Mayor of Daly City here, so let's give her a big round of applause. Next, I'd like to recognize our district administrators, Superintendent Bernie Vidalis, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Sandra McCullough, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Julie Kessler, I believe our former principal and assistant superintendent of human resources, Brent Valenti, will be joining us soon. First, we will hear from some of the best and the brightest students that we have had the pleasure of working with, starting with the president of T.R.P's Associated Student Body, Anthony Cardoza.
Wow, I'm quite surprised I didn't trip on those stairs. Anyways, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Policy's annual graduation ceremony. I'd like to thank you all for coming out and supporting our graduates. I'd also like to thank our staff members for supporting the class of 2017 for the past 3 years. This school year has been quite historic. Our girls and boys volleyball team both achieved a perfect 6-0 season. Our girls soccer team became Central Division champions, and both our boys Eastern and Western Conference basketball teams winning a title as well. Our PE teacher, Mr. Thompson, has said that T.R.P is unlike any other school due to our diversity, culture, talent, and our mindset towards success. There is no one that can motivate his students as much as Mr. Thompson can. The way he inspires his students, well, let's just say he can talk about a burger and make us cry. I'd like to acknowledge Mr. File, a teacher that had always been there for me since day one, even when I made the silliest mistakes. He always expected the best from us and always pushed us to do better. He tends to be humble and stay up at the spotlight, but we all know that many successful events are due to the efforts and dedication of Mr. File. As he is retiring as of tomorrow, wherever he is, let us give Mr. Monty File a grateful round of applause for his service at Thomas Corporation. For any athlete that has played or practiced in this gym, you know what it's like to be in here. Despite the loud crowd, sometimes it can become serene and quiet in here, and it feels like you're just alone in the gym. Those moments are important to savor. Being able to graduate in this gym is an honor. After all, this is our home. And that doesn't just go for us athletes. It goes to the whole student body as well. Our gym is the centerpiece and the heart of our school. It's where we come together and celebrate an occasion as a family, just like we are right now, as a family. The T.R.P. family. So, close your eyes and savor your moment. Class of 2017, it's your day, your hour, your moment. It has been a pleasure speaking in front of you all today. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of graduation. Thank you.
Now we will be hearing from our valedictorians, Daniel Urisa and Princess Sanchez. They have excelled throughout their 3 years at T.R.P. and have earned a 4.0 GPA for their entire time at Thomas R. Paul. Here is Princess Sanchez, our first valedictorian.
Welcome, T.R.P. families, teachers, administrators, students, and of course, our school board members. Honestly, I'm terrified right now. But I'm proud to be standing in front of you on this podium. The picture on the front cuts my face out right at the edge of this picture, but at least half of me is there. At least all of me is here today. As one of two valedictorians, I have to say, I was not expecting this at all. Mom, Dad, are you proud? Your not so little girl made it. I did just what I promised. I love both of you and I truly appreciate everything you guys have done for me. I have learned many things throughout these past 3 years. I have grown and matured into the person I am today. But the one thing that really struck out to me was from 8th grade social studies class. And there, we learned the concept of RAG, R-A-G. That stands for respect and gratitude. I learned to not judge a book by its cover and to treat everyone with respect no matter what. Most importantly, I learned how to appreciate everything and everyone around me and the sacrifices that were made by those who came before me so I could have the opportunities I've had. Every one of my friends, family members, and teachers have made a huge impact on me. They have taught me all the things I know today and shaped me into who I am. I love all of you and want to thank you for everything with much pride, respect, and gratitude. These past 3 years have had their ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade those trials and triumphs for anything else. I met a lot of new people and became friends with people I never even thought I'd talk to. I just wanted to thank all of you, you know who you are, for all the love and support, and even if we all didn't see this one coming, I'm just as surprised as you are. I love and I'll miss all of you, and before I end my speech, I want to congratulate all of us for making it. Congratulations, class of 2017!
Now to our second valedictorian, Daniel Urista.
Good afternoon, Thomas R. Policino families, students, and faculty. My name is Daniel Urista, and I have attended Thomas R. Policino for all 3 years of middle school. August 2013. I remember how nervous I was the first day of middle school, kind of like I'm nervous right now. The new concepts of lockers and changing classes each period really scared me. I remember looking at an 8th grader and thinking to myself, since when did they let dinosaurs into middle school? Much like the dinosaurs, the older kids seemed so big and so old. I felt so intimidated that I wanted to go back to elementary school, where it was safe and familiar, where we had one teacher all year long, and where we felt like family. However, the weeks turned to months, and the months turned to years, and we all found our way, and we all found our family, and then we became the dinosaurs. Middle school has always been a fun place for me. There were always different activities to do every day, and there were also a variety of after-school sports teams to join and compete in. Over the past few years, I've become a more outgoing person and have been more responsible with dates and deadlines of different events and assignments. I've joined sports teams where I met new people, and I was able to help out my school and my fellow peers by being allowed into student government. I've also met new people who became my friends and staff that was concerned and friendly and who challenged me to become my best self. All of these people really helped me along the way. They became my family. And then, of course, there was my real family, especially my mother. Always strong, always in my corner, always on my side. I would like to thank all of those people because without them, I couldn't be talking to you all today. T.R.P. was just one chapter of our lives, and we will all continue to become more mature and more responsible people in the coming years. And just like those first days of middle school, our first days of high school will probably be a bit intimidating and confusing, and full of a lot of dinosaurs. But we will each settle in and find our high school family, and they will help us to keep strive to one day reach our goals. And then we eventually will become the dinosaurs once again. That is why I'm going to miss everything about middle school, from my friends to the staff to the mascot. However, Mr. Turner, how about changing the Trojans to the dinosaurs? Just a suggestion. Farewell, and enjoy the rest of your celebration and the rest of the day with your family. Thank you.
Next, we will be hearing from our salutatorian, Jensen Ho, whose hard work and commitment has earned him the second highest grade point average over his 3 years at T.R.P. Jensen Ho.
Hello to everyone who is joining the class of 2017 for our graduation ceremony. Also, a hello to the nervous 8th graders who are hoping to not mess up this special day of middle school. I was given some advice about public speaking, but frankly, I don't know how imagining the audience naked would help me calm my nerves. In fact, I am uncomfortable, nervous, and feeling a bit awkward, much like the first few months of middle school felt for all of us. Our 3 years here at T.R.P. may not have been the smoothest, but those awkward and sometimes painful moments are part of our road toward high school. But mostly, our journey has been filled with memories of family, friends, and teachers who helped make our time here rewarding and challenging. I began my stretch of the T.R.P. road when I was a small little 6th grader. I walked into Mr. Cacciotti's class twice a day, one for science and another one for mobile media. Some of us had a bit too much of it, so we decided to get fired. Not real, of course. At the end of the year, a few students and I gathered together to create a funny video of Mr. C getting fired, which you can still find on YouTube. I had a restful time sleeping Mrs. Lyman's class as a teacher's aide, but she did not have any work for me, of course. As you guys would definitely expect, I would never, ever sleep in class without her permission. At the end of the year, during the award ceremony, I was definitely awake. I remember being called up to the stage to receive a trophy from Mrs. Lyman. Little did I know there was a catch. She told me that she was going to kiss me. I yelled in my mind, "Why me? Why?" This was the only thing she could come up with that was embarrassing enough to get me back for all those naps I took in her class. Yes, if we learned anything, we learned that teachers usually get the last laugh. Finally, I will always remember the person who helped me accelerate in science, Mr. Mulata. I was never in his class. Nonetheless, I considered myself his student because he taught me science after school when I was helping him tidy up the old lab. He helped me grow into the person who I am today. And he will always be a special person to many of us here today. We appreciate that some of Mr. Lolato's family is honoring us here today, and we promise you that his legacy will forever live on through us. Now, we are coming to an intersection in the road before continuing on to high school. We might each take different turns in the next part of our journey, but let's try to remember this T.R.P. road that we traveled together. No matter how bumpy middle school may have been, it is a part of each life and story. We entered as awkward 6th graders, and as I look out into the audience, fully clothed in our finest outfits, we all look pretty confident and grown up, and ready for what comes up next. Best of luck to all of us. Thank you.
That's a hard act to follow. Wow. I do see a lot of people out there waving themselves, so maybe we can open up some of the doors around here. It's definitely hot. I know I'm really hot. Any help we can get. So, next up, students that have excelled academically or who have participated in classes that required after-school commitments and school-wide responsibilities were awarded with ribbons and medals for their service. Please join me in recognizing these hard-working students. Students, please rise when I call out the award you received. Silver ribbon, all restorative justice students and elected conflict managers. Green ribbon, all student government students. White ribbon, boys honor roll students receiving a 3.0 to 3.75 GPA for all 4 quarters. Blue ribbon, girls honor roll students receiving a 3.0 to 3.75 GPA for all 4 quarters. The gold ribbon, all students on the principal slip were receiving a 3.76 to 4.0 GPA for all 4 quarters. Blue and white ribbons. I'm going to list a few here. Students receiving subject area awards in science, math, reading, social studies, PE, restorative justice, student government, dance, French, band, art, computers, community service class, our outstanding students, most improved students, and our outstanding athletes in track, volleyball, soccer, and running club, as well as the athletes of the year. We'll ask the people not yell out individual names because we're trying to recognize them as a group. Students of the Year is the next group, and we have Arlette Angeles and Jensen Ho. All Students of the Month. Eighth grade spelling bee champion, Matthew Gutierrez. Our 2016-17 girls volleyball, girls soccer, and boys basketball district champions. Every year, we are fortunate to have generous individuals and organizations give scholarships to some of our students. This year, there are 14 scholarships being awarded. I will now turn over the scholarship presentations to Ms. Teresa Porando of Duggan's Sarah Mortuary, who has worked tirelessly to procure these scholarships for our students. Recipients will be receiving a gift card that they can use to purchase school supplies for the upcoming high school year.
Very proud to be here today and be here to congratulate all the class students of 2017. So from us to you, congratulations. It is my sincere pleasure to be able to introduce today presenters of the Scholarships and Excellence Awards to very deserving and hard-working students. It is the presenters' hope that these gift cards will assist the students in getting ready for high school by obtaining school supplies, books, and other school needs to invest in their education as they prepare to enter this new chapter in their lives. And now our presenters. Ceremony Shopping Center was built in 1969. The mall is currently under a major rebranding and expansion. In 2014, Dick's Sporting Goods joined Target, JCPenney's, and Macy's, and some of you know David Buster's. Ceremony Center is a very active and very supportive of the community, and is proud to sponsor the award for excellence in performing arts dance. Our presenter this afternoon is our Daly City Vice Mayor, Jocelyn Manolo.
Very happy to introduce the Excellence in Performing Arts and Dance. Our winners are Ms. Shail Abia. Our next winner is Diego Sanchez. Congratulations.
Juggins Sarah Mortuary is a family-owned and operated business, now in its 5th generation of their family, serving the community of Daly City with compassion and kindness. Their Juggins Sarah Family Kindness Scholarship honors not only these 2 students, but the message is for each and every one of us. Kindness in life to others will reward you many times over. Representing Juggins Sarah Mortuary, President Dan Duggan. Now, Duggins has kindly sponsored 2 awards, and so he will begin with the Excellence in Arts for Music.
It's great to be here today to present. Our first honoree is Daniel Chan Artiga. Our next recipient is Ying Pan. Come on, Ying. These next 2 awards are not really based on academic performance. We do this kindness award for just a really awesome person. It's really kind and good-hearted person in our class. Our first recipient is Danielle Casino. And our next recipient is Jasper Miranda. Thank you all and congratulations.
Dr. Costa Petoulis from Clear Vision Eye Care on Mission Street here in Daly City has been serving the community for the last 9 years. Dr. Petoulis is an optometrist. He values education and the conversation when it comes to treating patients